Oh shit, I hit recording. Oh my god, I missed. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this little game that I have. I'm starting 30 minutes later, sorry about that. Welcome to A Light Below. I'm MalaSorte, I will be the DM today, and I'm joined here by, well, three people that are scaring me because I know their power to get, you know, on shenanigans and shit is way too big high. What's going with Gors today? Guys, I feared you. I feared you and your capacity for shenanigans. Present yourselves, please.
Oh dear. Hello, my name is Whis. I'm playing Pepper Kathrine today.
Hello, my name is Dew, and I'm playing Stinky Birdman Lao Vis Blind, who I'm going to try and not get dragged into shenanigans, because that's not his deal, but I don't know if he's going to have a choice.
Suffer.
Hi, I'm Hi, I'm Plague, and I'm gonna be playing Blue. Let's hope my mic actually picks up when I'm talking in Blue's voice, because that's a problem that happens a lot.
Okay, what really is happening here is that plague is actually like a being from an extra-dimensional dimension. Yes, that's how dimensional it is. 2 dimensions on it.
It is
So
true.
yeah, this Signal gets lost a little bit. They have terrible wife. Bye. Oh god, I need another job. This one melts my brain. But yes, guys, I'm gonna. Well, guys, you have been working in this farm for a little bit. You have been working, living. You have different reasons to have stuck around for a little while, and this is kind of funny. And I guess it's kind of fitting because you are all toons. Some of you have not yet met. In fact, I am not sure if you know of each other's existence.
Nope.
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 I can confirm for you that Lao knows of 3 people on the farm, and that is Carmina, Drew, who he hired, and Sai's wonderful creature, Tsura, who he has met before and ended up here. Literally has met no one else. He's under the impression it is only them. That's it. So this will be interesting.
A Pepper has only met Carmina and Tesura, so it's like, oh, there are more people here. Oh dear.
Not just yet.
Uh,
Go Plague.
Blue has met, I'm quickly counting, 4 people on the farm. So, it's gonna, yeah, none of them are these guys.
I know
Um,
this.
I'm just gonna say that the way Carmina's house is made, like the kitchen and the living room are kind of in like the same area. It's like, half kitchen, half living room. And one will think like, you guys have been working really hard. Um, what brings you to this area? Are you looking to rest? Are you looking to grab a quick snack? Are you chasing certain ghostly cat or bug?
Um, Pepper's probably been out. She tends to have a bit of a semi routine. She'll go out and she'll check on the bugs, and then she'll do a patrol, which takes her a while because she's very easily distractible. And then she'll try and chop wood because, as far as she's concerned, the lady in the fireplace needs to be fed. So she will chop wood and bend it to her will. Whether how well that goes is up for debate on any given day. Uh, um, so she's probably come back inside with some with some firewood.
All right.
Um, Blue is probably just hanging out in the barn, just chilling. And a certain little hummingbird cat human decided to be nice and whatnot. Let Blue pet him, and all that. And then steal something and run off into the house. So Blue is currently chasing a Hummer to get that thing.
Oh, I suppose it's me. Lao, after Carmina's mysterious kind of disappearance from the farm, has kind of stepped
With
in.
very mysterious, yes.
Very mysterious. It's kind of weird. She just kind of, like, I don't know where she went. Just one day she wasn't there, and yeah, shrug. He has basically stepped up in her stead, and kind of making sure everything is running as best as he can. So he's probably at the kitchen table, either going through papers or reading a book. Drew's not there today. This is like a Drew's day off. Drew's doing, like, I don't know. Lau doesn't want to think about what Drew's doing because Lau has been recently informed of potentially Drew having had a further development in his relationship, and he doesn't want to know.
Drew and Austin sitting in a tree, holding.
Lau is firmly not thinking about it. Firmly not thinking about it. Not his business.
Holding
Not his
hands.
business. But yeah, he's probably just at the kitchen table looking at papers or reading a book. On a lemon, actually.
Well, and this, guys, is how suddenly you all see there is two people you have never met in the farm.
I think there's going to be this pause from Peppers. There's this 2'6" red cat just sort of standing there, and then there's this clatter, clatter, clatter as she drops all of the very badly cut pieces of firewood onto the floor, and I'm just going to straight up roll her a hammer space because she's like, whoop, intruders, whoop, need to be armed. That's not a 1. She has a 1 pick out.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna roll a whiz save for Lau. Come on, buddy, what you got? Huh? Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm rolling physical dice, if that's okay, but I can roll in Dice Passer if you like. With my physical dice. Huh? That is women.
I mean, Lau is a bird as well.
Stuff, and immediately notices they have drawn a weapon. So he's gonna reach down to his side. He's gonna pull from his pouch. One hand he's holding a lemon, and the other hand he's got an Everfrost dagger. He's pointing it at the person that's just come in. No, Blue, I'm so sorry, Blue. You've not got a weapon out or anything, but
Well, you see. You see. Blue is currently trying to get it's a dagger out of Hummer's mouth. So I'm rolling a strength check for Blue. That's a 5.
What have you got?
He's
A
not
knife?
succeeding. He's not succeeding. And it's just these two people have just arrived and started pulling out weapons, and goddamn.
the three-way Mexican standoff I expected this to go. I did not expect Hummer to bring the knife, but really I should have. Really should have. Oh gosh. Lau was just gonna narrow his eyes and glance between these two people. He can kind of see that Blue is kind of wrangling Hummer. He knows, sort of, he's seen Hummer around every now and then. And they do seem to be trying to get the knife out of Hummer's mouth, so he's gonna just kind of slide his eyes to the nearest threat, which is the small cat with a fucking axe. He's going to very quietly say, I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here, but you're going to want to explain yourself before I make you.
Let me just hold on. Pepper, where did your character sheet go? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So Pepper is she's got this big pile of firewood at her feet and she's holding on onto her war axe and you can kind of see her tail flicking backwards and forwards and go, I am looking after Frank Carmina's farm. Who? You? Why you in Frank Carmina's house? And she's flailing her war pick in your direction.
You see this strange bird Toon in a wheelchair kind of squint at you. I'm gonna roll insight to see if you're lying,
Okay.
because you don't trust like that immediately. However, he has rolled decent, I would say. Is that so that's an 18 on his insight.
Okay. Yep.
I guess we're telling the truth, I think.
Yep. She seems genuine.
It also helps that you brought in firewood, because the last time he met someone he didn't expect on this farm and he didn't recognize, which was Tess, he has met before, even though, yeah, they were also bringing in firewood. And he looks at that, he looks at your axe, and he doesn't drop his dagger, but he does slightly move it to the side, and he says, well, since Carmina left, I've been the one looking after the farm and making sure things are kept together. I don't know who you are, but I would appreciate, if you're a friend of Carmina's, that you put the axe away.
She sort of squints. And do you want to roll me a persuasion?
God, persuasion for Lao. Oh boy. No, that came off. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lao. Why? No, sorry. No. Sorry, that's not it. It's a nat 20.
Oh, you got a nat
So I'm
20!
rolling a physical dice.
Oh, beauty! Okay.
Oh, that 14.
Oh, dear. Okay, so, Pepper is sort of still holding the war pick and then just sort of tilts her head to the side and then slowly lowers it so that her arm is sort of hanging by her side. She doesn't put it, away, but it's, like, not being used as a threat anymore. And then she just sort of fiddles with it a little bit and then looks down at the firewood and then just sort of pauses and then it goes into hammer space. But it takes a while, it has to percolate through very slowly.
As Pepper puts away their axe, Lao's just gonna slowly nod and he puts the knife on the table, but he doesn't put it away. He looks at the firewood. He just... I suppose if you have done this before, you know where it goes.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Well, I won't stop you then. And he's just gonna shrug, dismiss you for now, and turn to look at Blue. Blue, how you doing, bud?
Well, you guys were like exchanging glances and words.
Asserting dominance.
Blue was still struggling to get the dagger out of Hummer's mouth, and finally succeeded. It has just kind of been sitting there, just not knowing what to do. He's a little. He just doesn't know what to do. He's got the dagger now.
Mal's just gonna look between Hummer and Blue. I don't know what Hummer's doing, Sorte, now that it's free from the clutches of Blue.
They look very pleased with themselves.
They do. And they actually do, like, Hammer is kind of looks at Blue, does like this kind of like cat strut that they do that pisses you off a little bit, goes towards Lao, kind of like grabs in one of the wheels, and just keeps walking and jumps on top of the kitchen counter and just kind of like very satisfied, just sits there and looks at you all.
Else just squint at this creature and just. Oh, usually I don't think you'd be allowed up there, but you aren't actually technically shedding anything, so just don't leave any gunk behind and you're fine.
As you say this, it just like walks, like does this kind of like walk around like cats do, and they do a little bit of donuts and sit down in the sun to take a nap.
Excellent. Cats do. Cats can just, yep, no, cats do that. Not. Turns back towards Blue and just. Well, apparently you're another stranger. Quite frankly, I don't know who either of you are or why you're here. Apparently, that one points towards where Pepper has gone off with the firewood. Is a friend of Carmina's, and I assume. Are you also a friend of hers?
Yeah, I didn't know anyone else was at the far.
Just gonna see Lao sigh and mutter something under his breath, and you can both roll a perception if you want.
Sure. What's your perception? Oh, okay. Nice.
Alright,
She's
Yeah.
a cat, I guess.
What is
Yep.
my perception?
it's your perception.
That's 2. It's
Yeah, Blue. You're still trying to figure out what the fuck to do with the knife, I guess.
into the hammer space. It is his. So I mean, like,
Blue.
go back into the hammer space.
Oh, Blue, so softly. Pepper, with your keen kitty cat ears, that probably twitch, as Lau mutters under his breath, just how many fucking people are on this farm that I don't know about? Apparently I didn't tell Drew about Tess, but I'm almost certain I did, and now these two show up. Are there fucking any more people I need to keep an eye on?
You know
But then I
friend
just-
Tess. Pepper's just gonna pipe up. You know friend Tess.
Lau kind of freezes, because he wasn't expecting you to hear that. He slowly looks over at you, Pepper, and just nods and says, yes, I met Surah before either of us arrived here. And it seems they've been coming in and out of the farm as and when.
Oh yes.
Who?
Friend Tess, help
Who's
guard
Tess?
farm. More people on patrol at borders of property. Very useful, yes?
Why would you need guards here?
And
Bandits.
as Plagues
Bandits.
and as
Ha.
guys, and as Blue says this, please everybody roll me a perception.
Okay.
Boy,
Hi, boy. Because my rolls have been doing so
oh
well lately.
beautiful.
This is great.
Oh my
Ready? Let's go.
gosh.
Hi. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Lau, buddy. Lau, are you feeling okay today, mate?
Oh no.
I think he's just
Right.
absentmindedly taking a bite of his lemon. He's just thinking about why are there two people I don't know on this farm. I thought I knew everyone on this farm. Who the fuck else is on this farm? How big is this place? Is really big.
Just wait
He's
until
having
you hear
some
about
slow-
the tall child.
Yeah.
Just as Blue says this, Lau, you hear a wailing sound between a bird and a cat and something from beyond coming from Hammer. It's absolutely like pure pain in your ears. Blue also hears this, but also noticed that from there is a little bit of movement from a tiny door trap, like a cat door or a dog door, but is one of the one of the fireflies of Carmina that actually comes in is strange because it's not yet dark for them to be awake. And Pepper, with a 17, you not only recognize this firefly is not your firefly, but you do recognize this one.
Mm.
And you also see that suddenly there is a pair of hands that grab it by their glowy bat and just pull outside.
Oh, she doesn't like that. She's off at a shot. She's scrambling for that. She's just gonna go straight through the pet door. Actually, she's probably small enough.
Yeah, she's definitely small enough. This is these fireflies are like small chihuahuas, I guess.
Yeah, Pepper's about the same size as a toddler, and toddlers can definitely get through pet doors. So yes, so there's just this scrabble, 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 clunk, 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 because she's wearing half plate. So this is very loud
I will
clunking
say,
as she scrabbles through the pet door.
I will say that just so it's a little bit funnier. She gets a little bit stuck actually because of I don't know the armor or whatever, but
Yep.
she comes out like as a two like pop with a pop like a cork out of a bottle.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys.
She's a rubber hose too, so that's perfect.
Guys, Lao and Blue see this. What are you doing?
Uh,
Well, Lao's curls on the back of his head have crinkled and curled tight to the back of his head, and his outline has gone slightly wiggly. It's a weird mix of like a radio wave, and then the radio wave had like a little sharp, thorny point on the end. His outline's just kind of shivered like that very briefly from the noise, and then settled down again. He just, fuck's sake! What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Why did they make that noise? What was that noise? And where's the cat?
haven't
Where's the
we
cat
go
gone?
check it out?
Where's the cat gone? Oh, for fuck's sake! And he just picks up the knife, puts it on a pouch in the side of his wheelchair, looks at you, Blue, and says, "Do you have any idea what's going on?"
No.
Right, good, right, okay, I suppose. And he just kind of absentmindedly shoves the rest of the lemon in his mouth and just gives it a quick chew and a swallow. And he's like, I was going to try and enjoy that, but apparently I suppose my lunch is going to be a bit rushed. Oh, come on then. Actually don't know your name.
It's Blue. My name's Blue. What's your name?
Lao kind of gives you a quick once over up and down, like, Blue's rather an appropriate name, I suppose. I'm Lao. I'm Lao Vis Blind. Just call me Lao, Mr. Blind, what have you. I suppose we should need to get going though. The proper introduction could be done later. Kind of gestures for you to go through the door first, Blue.
Okay. Blue goes through the door first.
I gotta ask, does Blue go through the door? Does Blue
No.
open the door?
Blue opens the door.
Okay. Just like the idea of a shot from the outside, a cat gets stuck in a flap, boings out, and then a ghost just kind of fucking floats through the door, and then Lau just has to open it at one hinge to walk out. But
Blue
yeah,
doesn't know how to go through things yet.
hold him. That is fine. Yeah, no, he's just gonna follow you out then, Blue.
Well, this is happening. I'm gonna say that because you guys were taking your time talking and all of that. Pepper actually comes out of the other side and sees like this guy on a overalls and a hard hat holding on this chihuahua size firefly. And the firefly is actually like, I don't know if Pepper have ever heard a bug scream, but there is a hit pitch noise that sounds like, yeah, this bug is scared and is not having fun. And the guy, right as he sees you, goes like, close it! and starts booking it out of the farm. Going like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm just gonna
Uh,
check something.
Okay, wait, guys, you're still coming out of the door. Pepper,
Yeah.
what do you do when you see this?
Let me see. Okay. She is going to attempt to tackle him. She has a speed of 40 feet, so she's just going
Mhm.
to sprint and attempt to tackle.
Very well. I will say that you actually managed to catch him with a speed of 40 feet. But I want you to, for tackle will be not athletics, right?
I could roll athletics.
Yeah, roll me an athletics to see if you tackle him. And as she's tackled, oh yeah, fuck, yeah.
Not 20!
Uh,
It's going to be
do you want to describe how you tackle this kind of? I'm gonna say this guy is actually kind of like a big guy. Is kind of like a beard-like toon. So this guy is definitely a few peppers tall and wide. Uh, do you want to describe what happens here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like she's popped out of this cat door and seen this guy taking off towards the gate or whatever, and she's just on all fours and she's going like a bat out of hell and kind of has this sizzle like lightning. So like almost like a bolt of lightning just going into this guy's back, and she's just sort of pinning him. So you've got this tiny cat like basically on the back of his head, just pushing the back of his head into the dirt.
The hard hat flies, and so does the bug. And the bug kind of like runs back towards you, and Pepper has the feeling that it's trying to help you by biting on this guy's ear. It does nothing. It does
Bless.
absolutely nothing. Uh, Lao and Blue, you're opening the door and you are coming out as you see Pepper tackling this guy that looks like he just came out of work.
okay. Did we see him run earlier?
Not,
Was that something only Pepper saw?
not exactly. I will say that you arrived just as Pepper sprints into action.
Okay. Cool. Another stranger on the fucking farm. Excellent. That's what Lad likes to see. He's just fucking. Oh, he's just gonna fucking head over. He's not. God, he's just kind of gonna lift a hand up to his forehead and just bring it slowly down over his beak, and then just grip the end of his beak. Just slay, because of course, shenanigans, fun. He's gonna sit his wheelchair down and head over very slowly. He's just going to call out. So, if you're another stranger on this farm, I suppose it's rather much my business as the one in charge to find
Wait,
out
you're
who
in
exactly the
charge?
hell you are and what you're doing here.
Wait, what? Why are you in charge?
Now blinks and looks at you, then looks at Pepper, and then looks back at you and says, "Well, I don't see anyone else stepping up to the plate to take charge. And
Why does somebody need to be in charge of the farm?
roll an insight.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I got a +5 and it's like watch me get like
Nice.
a nat 1 because that's my luck.
Nice. Very
Oh,
nice.
fuck yeah!
Oh, yeah, no, Lao does not beat that. He tries, he does not. You can see brief flash, almost a slight flinch, like his curls just kind of free in sync at the back of his head, just kind of twitch. You see him just flinch a little and look away from you, and his outline wriggles just very slightly, and you can see a small little puff of smoke back powder come off of him. Shakes his head and says, "Someone has to be in charge of the farm and keep it running, keep it going whilst Carmina is away, and I stepped forward, and that's that. And he is just gonna move along very swiftly. What's this person?
Pepper
Blue
is still
feels the need
like
to annoy
perched on the
this
top of this guy's
person.
head. In her first
Sorry, I
standing
heard
one in.
nothing either of you said.
Sorry, you go first, Plague. You go first.
Okay. Blue now feels the urge to be the most annoying piece of shit to Lao. Blue does
I
not know
mean,
why he feels this urge, but it
Lao
is
has
there.
impact on people. I look at Drew, who is a good
Sorry.
boy, except when it comes to Lao.
I just want to say, Blue has my seal of approval to be a piece of shit to Lao.
No, Drew is completely valid. In fact, anyone is completely valid in wanting to be a little shit to Lao. I encourage it. Do so.
Inspiration power.
Wow. Inspiration point for bullying my little piece of shit. Anyone that bullies Lao gets an inspiration point.
Oh dear.
God.
Not yet, not yet. I'm just holding back because you guys have started like really strong and I'm pissing myself already.
Excellent. Hey, I'm sorry, Whis, what were you gonna say, my dude?
Oh, I was just gonna say that, like, while you guys are having this conversation about who's in charge and why, or what have you, Pepper is still pinning this guy's face down into the ground, and her hair is like her fur is all spiky, like she's doing that very very typical like arched back cat thing, and she's sort of just hissing at him a little bit, just in the background.
This guy is just talking to the ground and he's trying to wiggle out, but he's not managing.
Looks at Pepper, who is in fact very small and able to pin this guy down. And Blue, I'm gonna say with that insight roll, you can see he's trying to hide it, but he's actually slightly impressed. The small size and the ability to pin someone down like this, there's a slight bit of impressive coming from his face. And he looks down at Pepper and says, I don't think we're going to get any answers unless they can actually speak. So I'm not saying let them up, but maybe just tilt their head to the side a wee bit.
Pepper's gonna look up at Lao and then look down at the guy, and then just sort of give his face a few little paps with a paw on one side, and then I'm not gonna roll a strength because then she'll get really high and she'll like snap this guy's neck or something. So let's not do that. But she will sort of just
Smack him! Backhand this person
and
until
then
they're
just
facing.
Anyways, today in the fan, first grade murder.
gonna-
First degree murder.
she's gonna move from off the back of his head onto like his shoulders or whatever, so he can move his head and just sort of give that, you know, that kind of growl that cats do. She'll just give one of those.
Yes.
You better talk. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Thank you, soundboard. She's just gonna just sort of lean really close, saying, "You better have good reason for trying to take friend Carmina Firefly, or you will regret." Yes.
And there is like this big inhale that my mic, I guess, doesn't want to take, but there is this kind of like big inhale from the guy. You can see that his face is definitely imprinted into the ground in with an expression of fear, and he just takes this deep breath and goes like, "You took our lights! You took our torches!"
What?
Blink, blink. Eh?
I was gonna look back at Blue Then point at this person's face and say, "From the looks of it, the cat doesn't know this person. Do you know who this is?"
No, I've never seen them.
You guys can roll history or intelligence if you want to try to put one and one together. 1 and 2.
Okay.
Connect the dots.
Ooh, history. I look at Lao's
Oh,
history
This is going to
mod.
go so well.
Pepper, what
So well. So well.
Pepper, you're meant to be dumb.
What the hell, Pep? Pep is doing great.
Pepper, stop
Oh my-
stealing all the good rolls. Oh my gosh.
Lao,
Apparently.
Lao, you're disgusting me today.
Listen, Pepper is on patrol duty.
True.
Pepper is focused. Pepper has one brain cell, but the brain cell is full steam ahead.
Apparently.
Ay, Lao,
Where's
my
some of the brain
baby.
cell?
Okay,
Please.
guys, just let me know. Are you rolling for history or intelligence?
History
History.
for me.
History.
I don't have a +7 in
Great.
intelligence.
I understood fucking nothing.
Okay.
We are gonna start with blue. Blue history or intelligence?
History.
Yeah. You don't fucking remember anything. It's you see this guy. You don't know this guy. The outfit. It's trying to ring a bell, but I guess like you are still like maybe you are thinking of like I don't know. It's a good day outside. It's kind of silent today around here. You are distracted. Lao history and intelligence.
History.
History. With up 11, yeah, you definitely have seen people wearing these kind of overalls and hard hats around quite a lot. But that's it.
Wonderful.
That's it. Like, yeah, there is a lot of similar people. Like, there are workers that pass by the forest, and there is definitely a lot of workers. That's it. Jesus, Pepper with a 21. History of intelligence.
It was history.
History. With a history. Pepper, you have been patrolling the farm and you have been patrolling the borders, like, definitely, like, beautifully. And you have actually caught people wearing this kind of uniform. Like, you have seen them around.
Mhm.
You know, these are the guys from the Mice Corporation. They are working around, like, in digging sites. You are not sure what the fuck they are doing, but they are working around and they seem to be angering a lot of people around the farm. You have seen it because you have seen people near the farm kind of like yelling at them and then yelling back. And there is definitely some tensions around the farm, you have noticed. And not only that, there has been bandits trying to get into the farm, but these guys, you have seen them like walking on, closer and closer to the borders, and they never, if you are around, they never try to get in. They just kind of look at you and go like, oh, okay, goodbye. But it has been becoming suspicious, and this guy is wearing the same clothes as these guys around. Maybe you have even seen him before.
She's just gonna lean down and just sort of. She has very large eyes and just sort of give that really close look and just sort of squint. And then. You cannot take things from friend Carmina's farm. Friend Carmina is not here, so friend Carmina cannot take things from you. So your logic no good. Also, not a big fan club in area. Yes. You do not seem like the wounded party. Yes. Are you the bad guy?
What the heck are you talking about? We are just doing our jobs. You guys took our lamps. Listen, you guys took our lamps. You took our lamps. We took our lights. We're
Which one of us
moving
took?
lights.
All right. I suppose you
You-
have some sort of evidence then.
Oh yeah, we saw you.
A figure.
We saw you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please
You
describe to me the
people.
particular figure you saw.
Well, maybe not exactly you.
Well, I need a description, because if I, currently in charge of this farm, have had someone stealing things from someone else, it's my business. So if you can provide a proper description, perhaps we can get this sorted without getting a little more intense about the situation.
Atun, living here. What do you care? It's one of you. One of these weird people living here that you keep getting on the way of our work. Like, come on, you stole from us. What I'm supposed to tell
You
my
have a very distinct silhouette, don't they? Didn't you see what their silhouette looked like at least?
Listen, don't play stupid. I know. Get off my back! And he tries to wiggle. Ah,
Do you want me to roll a
damn
strength?
cat!
I would suggest you stay the fuck right there. Because from the sounds of it, you're throwing around accusations without any sort of proof, just because we're here. Unless you can provide... Oh. Sorry, that was out of character.
Oh my
Lau's
gosh,
gonna
Pep!
pause at that. And
That
he's
was
gonna...
Pepper.
Pepper stayed.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even gonna roll against that. Like, yes, this guy is. This guy. At the moment he tries to get out, Pepper just like suddenly waits a ton, and the guy goes like,
Yeah,
"Head
it's just
out!"
this slight crackle of lightning, and there's just like a gravity increased on him really heavy for a second there.
Pepper is going Super Saiyan.
Fur is all poofed.
All right.
Lau's gonna look at Pepper and say, I don't believe I got your name, little cat.
She's gonna just look up. Oh, my name is Pepper Kathrine, friend of friend Carmina. Yes.
Lau's going to nod a couple times. Yes, I can clearly see that you're a friend of the farm at least. Would you do me a little favor, Pepper?
Depends. What need?
It's rather simple, and I think you might actually enjoy it. Just turn them slightly just back towards the ground and push a little, would you?
Can do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Lau has a vicious smirk on his face as he's saying this.
Bap. Shove.
I'm taking your name. You're weirdos. Okay, this guy is just kind of very like.
I would
Okay.
suggest. Oh, sorry, Blue.
With Sorte, can you pick one or two?
Two.
Two?
Two.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Lau.
Oh, okay. I look at this. Okay. Lau's just God, what was Lau gonna say? What was I gonna say?
Oh no.
Sorry, give me a second. I think I've forgotten what I was gonna say. Right, yes, that was it. Okay.
Yeah.
Lau's just gonna. I think you should be more careful about who you call weirdos. Quite frankly, I don't think. How far away is? I wonder how far away your camp is. Because I do see you lot pass here quite frequently. I don't know how many of you there are, but I'm sure if there's enough of a workforce, I'm not too sure if they'd miss just the one.
Oh my!
think-
Oh my!
That's
Oh my
towards
God! You are crazy.
Do we to roll an intimidation?
Yes.
Oh.
Blue
Oh,
has
let's
started
not-
to try to take Pepper off the back of this guy, but it's not working.
No.
She's covered in static electricity, so every time your hands get close, this is just.
Yeah, with a 15, you see like this guy face desaturating color, and he's just looking at you with this like he wants to not to believe you. He's trying to keep it up, but you realize like no, this guy is actually right now he's starting to get scared.
If you If you look Lao in the eye, you can see he's dead fucking serious. He has a wide smirk on his face. His beak is perched on his chin.
Yeah.
No, his beak is perched on his hand, which is his elbow is resting on his blanket, and he's staring this guy dead in the eye. And
This is
whilst he wears that vicious smile, his eyes are deadly serious.
no. This is actually like you all get the feeling like this is actually kind of like honestly, like this is a fit because this is a big guy, a big burly guy that Pepper I know because she has tackled him to the ground. This guy is used to physical work. And he is right now surrounded by an angry bird, a floating twink, and a very small cat.
Shamed. Someone skipped leg day. That's what you get when you skip leg day.
And listen, this guy is starting to take you all seriously, and as the color drains from his face, he's kind of stuttering, like you wouldn't no that we are just working here. Just you people started this thing, like
I would
all crazy.
watch who you accuse of doing wrong here. Because from my perspective,
Everybody,
a stranger from somewhere I don't know where you're working comes onto not my property, but the property under my care, and tries to take something off of my property with no no reasoning, no prior warning, no.
okay. Listen here. We have a job to do. You break our machines. We have to dig with
Lao.
pickaxes and shovels, and you people keep stealing or things, breaking or things, like, for the love of God, half of the lads have just left the work. You are all mad. We are just Ben. I just will things.
No,
Listen,
just
sir, that can't be right. I doubt anyone here would steal anything. Are you sure no one has seen who, like, what the silhouette of its tune is?
Yes. Like, there was this old lady, looked like a mouse, stole some lambs. We couldn't stop her. We would have break her. She, come on. Half of the people at the. I go to the tavern, I recognize half of the people that have either stolen things or breaking things. Come on, we are just taking the light. Okay, we can give them back, but come on. I have a deadline. They are gonna have my head. I need to pay for my daughter is in college. I need to. Do you know how expensive is that? She's studying arts. Come on.
Lao has been leaning on the hand that's leaning on the blanket on his lap, just unmoved, unfazed, the whole time this guy's been speaking. And, I look at Blue, and he's gonna look at Pepper. He's gonna continue and say, I don't know about any tavern. I don't know about your work. I don't know about any broken machines. But I think there is a very simple way for us to solve this whole misunderstanding. And he gives an even sharper smile. Looks this man dead in the eye and leans down from his chair. How about, out of the kindness of our hearts, seeing as you're the one that stole from us, without any prior proof of prompting, we get you back, or even provide some substitute for light, and then how about you, what's the word? That's right. Get the fuck lost And you and your folks don't come anywhere near this farm again. How's that?
Wow.
Do you thi-
Blue
do
is
you
scowling at you.
He's fucking
Uh,
ignoring you.
and the guy is looking at you and say, "Do you think I run this operation? Do I look like a? Do I look
I
like
don't
I
give a
call the
fuck who
shots
your
here?"
boss is. Currently, this, and he gestures with one finger around the farm, this is where I reside. Well, not reside, but this is my place. This is my area to look after. And you have trespassed upon private land. Not just private land, my private land. And I don't want to resort to violence or any sort of depraved activity.
I
Listen,
don't
But
man.
I
care.
can't let something like this go.
Listen, man. I have no power over whatever anybody else does. If you want me to leave, I will leave. They don't pay me enough for this shit.
I don't personally care
But
what you do. I
great.
just
Fuck you.
Hey,
um
Lao,
mhm.
you, well, you feel like a deafening chill on your back.
Oh fun. What the fuck have you done?
uh,
What have you done?
Blue is not happy
Val
with
has just
you.
met you, Blue, and I'm very sorry. He does not give that much
Take
of a
6
damn.
necrotic damage.
Oh, shit!
Okay, hey, what did you just do?
Chill
What's that?
touch. Chill
Healing
touch.
touch. Do I have to roll anything against that, or do you just have to roll to hit?
It's just a roll to hit.
Okay, yeah.
And well, I assume a 24 against pass
Yes, it
your
fucking does. What the hell? How
I'm
much?
sorry.
6, you said.
I'm sorry that you Blue didn't do
Hey,
this on purpose, by the way. This is just out of emotions, you know?
you're
Sometimes they just
all
make a skeletal hand appear and give you chill touch.
okay. Okay. This guy beneath him, I don't know if he sees this chill touch, but he is gonna hear a come from this bird tune in front of him as Lao clutches at his head and his outline shivers and shakes. And Blue, as you cast that necrotic damage, you can see small little flakes of this guy's outline start to just dip away slightly. Turn slightly blue and then flake off. Um,
Now Blue has an oh
Lao's,
shit moment.
uh-huh.
He didn't realize he did something to hurt Lao. Oh no.
Lao's gonna shake his head, reel back up and just I don't know who the fuck or what the fuck that was, but he's gonna withdraw his ice dagger and he's gonna point it just at the end of this guy's nose and he says, "Listen, if we get you some fucking lights, I don't give a shit what you do. I don't care if you leave this job, but you tell your bosses that under our grace do we let you work with us."
No,
And
no, no, no. Listen, no. Listen, no. You cannot get me talking to my boss. Nobody has talked to him in years. Like we just get representatives. Listen,
if
man.
you're
I
ins-
will leave. I will leave. Forget about the lights. I will leave. Just.
no, 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 don't leave. You're already here. It's a little late to be leaving. I will talk to your boss if I have to. In fact, once we get these little lights, how about, do you know anyone that talks to the boss on the regular? Hmm? He just kind of dwindles this, ice knife in front of this guy's face.
This guy is still wiggling, but since that wonderful roll from Pepper, like he's still unable to escape. But listen, I do not know. This is a very big company. You don't understand how I am just like, dude, I am just a worker. Nobody talks to me. I'm not even a manager.
This guy's telling the truth, or do you think it's pretty damn obvious?
You can roll insight.
Okay.
Also, I want everybody to roll a perception, as this is.
Excellent. Also, I'm so sorry, Whis. Your cat's just been sitting on the back watching this
That's okay.
go down.
She's happy. She's
Actually,
not got a
wait.
problem at all.
Hold on. Did Pepper receive a chill touch? Oh.
Boy, oh boy.
Perhaps.
I
Oh.
will say like this is, listen, Blue, you are too focused on Lao. I'm gonna ask, and you are too focused on Lao to really realize. But and Pepper quickly realizes, looking around, and so does Pepper because, well, she has a personal friend, and so does Lao because I guess he got Lao got
Oh
He rolled a nat one! He's
Lao
too
got.
busy being a dick!
no.
Wait. What was the 24 for?
The 24 was insight.
Ah, for
That,
the guy.
the
Oh
nat
no,
one was
no, yeah,
intuition.
and Lao, you are way too focused on trying to get the truth from this guy. Like, you realize this guy, first of all, he's scared out of his pants. Like, just thinking of talking with the big boss, this guy will jump on your knife before trying to do that. And he has a family. You realize you're not gonna get anything there. That kind of you instantly realize he's saying the truth, and any kind of reasoning, any kind of threatening on that regard, you're gonna just he's just gonna he's afraid. He prefers, honestly, he's more afraid of his boss than of you. But you are so focused on this guy, you don't realize, neither do you, Blue, but Pepper, you have a personal friend, and your friend is not around, and not your friends. You quickly realize that even in the middle of the day, it's kind of like silent. And where you are right now, you remember. You can sometimes hear these tiny noises of the fireflies sleeping. You hear nothing. There is not a single firefly left in the farm, but the small one that is trying to help you by biting this guy's ear.
Oh boy. I think. Oh man, as Pepper realizes this, there's going to be more like fur standing on end and little cracks of electricity arcing off her fur, her tail in particular. And she's been looking around, her ears are swiveling, and then give another one of those low cat growls. This not only thief or firebug gone. Oh no. And she's gonna jump off and start heading towards where the fireflies sleep at a brisk trot.
And you are small enough that you can actually get inside their house. It's right next to yours. Like, it's right next to Carmina's house. You are right next to it. You can still see. You are still in close distance from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
There is nobody. There is nobody home. The door is open, and it seems like something way bigger. That this, how do you call it? Like where the chicken sleep.
Coop.
Yeah, in this tiny coop, something way bigger than was it ever meant to house has gotten in and has made a mess of the ground and of the surroundings. There is food, and there is this kind of like thing you put in the ground to isolate the bugs from the cold ground. Everything is just trashed.
I think Pepper is gonna come back out of the coop for the fireflies, and I'm gonna roll her hammer space again. Yep, that's not a 1. She now has a war pick in each hand, and she looks pissed.
Pepper, what's going on?
Oh, fireflies. Gone!
What?
You see,
Wait a second.
you see the big guy trying to crumble up now that Pepper is not on top of him, but he freezes and winces at her, and he's just kind of frozen on place.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll her an intimidation, actually, because, like, he's scared anyway, but, like,
Yeah.
she's
Well,
angry. Where's your
and
intimidation?
while you do that, Blue, what was Blue saying?
He's gonna look to the guy and say, "Did you take the fireflies for your lights?"
Well, it was. He's kind of like raising his hands, like, now, listen, was not me, but we just needed the light, okay? We are not trying to do anything. We, you know, we just put them in cages. No,
Why didn't you just bring lamps? Why use living creatures that can move and run? Why use those when you can
kid,
get perfectly good
kid,
lamps?
kid, listen. We are working
Don't
on a
call me kid.
deadline here. We are working on a deadline here. We have no machines. The boss doesn't care. He just wants this damn hole dicht. We couldn't. You know how many people could lose their jobs, like, because of this bullshit you are all pulling?
From what I can see, bullshit that's being pulled is from you stealing livestock from someone else. You've got no
This
evidence
wouldn't
that I've
happen.
stolen anything from you. I'm fucking talking. You shut the fuck up and let me finish. You come to our with no evidence we have done anything against you, and you take our livestock because you assume we're the ones that have taken something from you.
No
So this
evidence.
is what we're going to do.
No evidence. Every
No,
single.
shut the fuck up, I'm not finished! And he's gonna cast command.
Oh, jeez. Pepper rolled an 8 on her whiz save after hearing they put the fireflies in cages. Someone's probably gonna want to stop her from just gacking this guy.
Ooh, that's gonna be you, because right now Lao's in intimidation mode.
Oh God. God damn it.
Kill. I mean,
Yeah, Blue is definitely gonna be able to hold back Pepper. Yeah. d-
Oh dear.
Yeah. I don't think Pepper's gonna roll lower than that. So,
Well, let's roll that strength and see what
yeah.
happens.
Oh my god. Oh my
You're
god.
angry! She's too angry!
Blue
I'm gonna.
picks her up and she's just swiping through the air like 2 inches from this guy's face.
She's scruffed like the
I'm
back
gonna.
of her
I'm
neck.
gonna. I'm gonna actually say that Blue holds Pepper up, and like all the anger and strength and energy are just contained in place. So she's just vibrating in his arms, but she's not
Just
pulling towards the
quivering,
guy.
just
Yeah.
shaking.
Yeah. Blue basically is just holding like a very. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, like this guy is actually looking at all of you like you are absolutely mad, and he's
you
just
haven't done
and,
anything.
and he's just gonna look at you, Lao, and say, "I was gonna help, but fuck you all," and he's gonna try to book it.
Lao's gonna take out his whip and he's gonna try and hit this guy.
All right.
No, wait, sorry, he's not gonna go for his whip. He's got his knife out.
Oh my god.
I try. God. But hang on, let me just look his spells and see what he's got. Oh, he has hold person. You can roll a whiz save if you want.
Sure, let's always save for this guy. 15.
Fuck. Yeah,
Is that-
that beats it. Damn it.
He just runs, man, and he's actually like he's running away.
Damn it. So how this goes is Lao snaps his fingers, and I can't click my fingers at the minute. But a puff of black smoke, like a black of puff something, comes from his outline, and his hand gets slightly slimmer, or at least the outline gets slightly slimmer. This black dust flies forwards to try and surround this guy's outline, who I presume is Toonkind, right?
Yeah.
It tries to surround his outline, and it tries to hold him in place, but he just dodges through it, I guess. Just dissipates.
This guy is GPA, and so he actually goes like, and what you hold is the ink he leaves behind.
Oh, shit. I just drops that. Floosh. He slams his hand to the side of his watch, like, fuck's sake! He, looks over at where Pepper has been scruffed by Blue. Just...
Blue hasn't picked her up by them by his scruffs.
Oh,
Them by
fair.
them by the scruff. He picked them up by like a little baby doll. So it's like kind of under the armpit, kind of holding.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. So Lao's gonna look at Lao's gonna look between these two. He's just gonna look at this person and say, on one hand, I think the thing to do would be to chase that fucker down, follow him back, and take back the fireflies, because quite frankly, fuck him and whoever the fuck he works for. He turns back and says, however, I don't actually fancy leaving the farm unattended. That seems even worse idea than simply all three of us running off.
And what's your
And
plan?
blinks. He looks out towards where this guy is running, and it looks like, I imagine this guy is fading fast in the distance.
Yeah, he's like also like he's very hard to pinpoint because he's right now just a little bit of ink and a little bit of outline.
A speck in the distance.
He basically
looks
he's a UPA, and so he did like a squid and fuck off.
Al looks at Pepper and says, "You're fast, aren't you?
Yes, run good.
Run well? How pissed off are you right now?"
Very.
Al gives a very smug smile. Excellent. How do you feel about a bit of a chase?
She's gonna just sort of roll her shoulders and then give her neck a crack to each side. And you can kind of tell that she's sort of winding up. She's in a rubber hose, so her legs kind of roll up a little bit as if she's a wind-up toy ready to just be put down.
Excellent. Al's gonna go up to Pepper and he's going to gently just tap her forehead, and a little black mark is going to appear on her forehead, and he's going to cast guidance on you. So you get you can add a D4 to an ability check.
Okay.
He looks at Blue and says, "If you be so kind, better off."
You're gonna have to roll persuasion.
Fucking God, Blue. 8. Well,
So far, Blue does not like Lao.
yeah,
It's not
I
going
can't
well.
imagine why. He's
You
being
don't
really
know?
reasonable. He's being really reasonable right now. What's your persuasion? Where is it? There it is. Oh, well, well, 21.
What?
21.
Oh. Okay, then Blue is gonna ask, you don't plan on hurting them, do you?
Unless they hurt us first.
Blue just takes a deep breath. Yeah. And puts down Pepper.
Pepper is going to dash, which makes you her
Go, go, go,
movement
go!
80 feet.
The guy actually it's fast and a little bit difficult. So I will say you actually get up to him, but if you want to tackle him again, I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics again.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said, like he is still in the distance, so it would be unfair to roll
That's
his job.
less
Oh, no.
good than the last one. Oof.
He
That's a D4.
it's
Okay.
listen, you get up to him, but he's kind of like he's not only big and strong now. Now he also is starting to be a little bit stealthy. Even you know where he is, so you don't lose him. But it's kind of hard to pinpoint where his body is. Like it's a very thin. Like he's GPA, and now his colors are kind of like it's kind of messy to grab him. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. The guy keeps running in, and he's now out of the farm and running into the forest. You guys, Blue and Lao, can see where Pepper is going, and you can see that she has nothing on her paws. And you, Pepper, can see that he keeps running away. Only Pepper knows right now in which direction the guy is going. Like Lao and Blue know the general direction he's going, but Pepper is the only one that can still have a good look at him.
Okay. Lao is probably going to look at Blue and say, I realise we should perhaps have told her to go a little stealthier and follow rather than simply tackle him to the ground. That's... Well, you live and learn, I suppose. Anyhow, and he claps his hands together. So I suppose it's up to you. Do you want to follow her, or do you want to stay and look after the farm? He's just giving you an option, Blue.
Yeah.
You want to do.
Since you're so adamant about being in charge of the farm, I'll go make sure that Pepper doesn't hurt people.
His eyes narrow. Did you say that? And the hands he's clasped together tighten very slightly. Now, I understand wanting to make sure no one gets hurt, but if it's between you two and them, you do what you have to get away, and primarily can get the fireflies, do so. Before getting the fireflies, get back safe, or at least alive, so I can patch you up. You have to fight,
Whis,
do so.
thank you. I definitely didn't know what we needed to do.
Don't fucking sass me! You've made your decision. Don't fucking sass me about it. If you want to stay here instead, feel free. He's just gonna fucking scoff and roll his eyes, just... fuck's sake, I don't know why I even fucking bother. And he's just turn around and towards the farm and just call over his shoulder. I understand you're not wanting someone to get hurt, but just hope you're not the one that gets hurt. Because if I need to patch you up, I'm not going to be gentle. And he's gonna head back towards the farm. Congratulations, I guess we split the party.
You're welcome, Sorte.
Nice sorte.
Uh,
Unless you'd like to shenanigan some way in which we are all going towards the same place. That is fine.
Blue is following Pepper, right?
Yeah.
Peppers, you are following this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna say there is a chasing scene that just basically we are gonna get at this in a second. But Lao, you see how Blue leaves, and you are alone. You are in front of the door. Did you close the door when you got out?
That's a very good question. Because let's do a D2. Let's have a look. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. Did not close the door. He was a bit busy looking at Pepper, going a bit savage.
As you turn around to walk back into the
Oh.
into the game, into the house, the door suddenly closes in your face.
Oh. Okay. He looks at the door. He looks at the whole of the house. Just fucking squints. And
As you squint, one of the windows that is open, those that give to those that actually lead to the kitchen, the window also slams closed. Very disappointedly.
see now, I don't actually know how much of this sort of stuff he's been exposed to. But man, he's just I suppose this is your way of saying follow them then. There you are.
There is no answer, and you can try to open the door if you want.
Don't. I mean, door slamming and then the window slamming feels very obvious to him, like a get the fuck going. He's not gonna open the door, but he is gonna knock on it like 3 times and just say, if you want me to go after them, I shall. But that means no one's going to be here if something happens. Are you sure that... It's fucking ridiculous, I'm talking to a stupid house. Are you sure that you will be fine? He says this through a kind of gritted teeth.
There is just half of the door, just slightly opens, and there is no answer.
God. I don't know what that means. I don't speak house.
And meanwhile, this is happening, and you make your choice. Pepper, you are still in hot pursuit. This guy is running like crazy. You actually have covered quite a bit of ground. And as you keep gaining ground on him, because you're slightly faster than him, you see that he's going towards... You hear voices. There is a group of people ahead, and you see machines, and you see a clearing, and you see more people around.
Oh, the worksite. Okay.
Yeah. Blue,
He.
you're in hot pursuit of Pepper.
Yeah.
So I guess keep walking, man.
I'm floating. He's floating.
Keep floating.
Yep. Tracking down your cat after it gets out of the house.
You thought Hummer was bad. Now you've got Pepper to deal with.
Oh God.
Pepper, I'm gonna give you a last opportunity to tackle this guy. You can do that, or you can let it go, or you can take an action in general. What I'm saying is, like, what do you do now that you're getting closer to this guy? I will treat this as a new turn, you know?
I think she probably will try and tackle him again, just because she's angry.
Roll me another, not acrobatic, the other one that starts.
That is a nat one. Not so much.
Okay. Do you want me, or do you want you can describe it, or I can describe it? That's what I'm saying.
I
What
think
happens?
what I'm sort of picturing is she makes another dive to try and tackle this guy and misses entirely and kind of does that big through the dirt and then just sort of comes to a stop there.
And with another one, since you are diving and scrambling, you hit an open cage.
Oh no!
And you realize you are in one of these cages, and roll me a perception.
Okay, I can do a perception. Oh no! She's panicking.
Yeah, no. You are just in full mode cat, like around.
Let me just do a Whis save real quick.
Is the door still open or did it close?
Yes. No, the door is still open.
She doesn't notice.
Oh my God.
She is having a panic attack inside this cage. She's shaking it and rattling it, and it might even be bouncing around the landscape a little bit, but she's not subtle.
Blue, roll me a perception check again. You arrive at the dig site, and what you see is, again, there is people, there is machines, there is with a 3. So with a 3 you get with a 3 you get what you get. Like, there is people, there is machines, there is a big fight between people wearing the same uniform and other people that are not wearing uniforms, and they seem to be living around here. That's it. Suddenly, anything else, you don't realize nothing more than, Pepper is in front of you, bouncing and creating chaos. Like, everybody right now is looking at Pepper, and nobody else is noticing anything else.
I think Blue walks up to the cage with Pepper, and he just kind of puts his hand on the cage and says, "Pepper, the door's open."
Let me do her an intelligence, because she's not very smart. And also, she's kind of still panicking. I say she's not very smart, but she's got a pretty good... Okay, that's a nat 20. What the
Damn.
What the fuck? Okay, so there's just this gentle hand, and the cage is open, and she just stop, leans, looks, steps out of the cage, brushes her front off just very slightly. Yes, good. And just does not say anything more. She's just sort of standing there now.
Oh.
This long pause.
Blue turns to look at the construction site.
I'm sorry, I just read what Theo just put on the okay.
We've been going for an hour and a half. Do you want to take a quick break, or?
Yeah. I was also gonna point that out. No, that's fine. Okay. Blue is looking at the dig site. Just this, and we stop and take a break, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. You guys, you can listen. You can't roll a perception check, but I'm gonna give you already that this little show has everybody looking back at you. And there is you will notice, you don't need, like, just with your normal perception, you will notice that, again, there is cages, there is machinery, this is a dig site, and there is 2 different groups of people yelling at each other.
Fun.
But now everybody has to stop because they are looking at you like, what?
This cat ran into a cage and started going crazy despite the door being open.
Oh dear.
And
Sorry.
oh, sorry, go continue.
No, sorry. What did you? Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat that because my fucking headphones just died. Sorry.
I think we were all just sort of reeling from the the scene that Pepper made, and it's just like, okay, now everyone's looking at us.
Yeah.
Awkward pause.
You guys can reroll, or you can
Oh, yeah.
address the crowd, or reroll a perception. You guys can address the crowd. You guys can do whatever you want. You can do a little dance if you want to.
That's a perception from Pepper.
Aye. Does Blue roll for perception?
Yeah. Just a sec.
Give me that sweet perception.
Blue honey.
You, Blue honey, you suddenly realize there are many eyes on you.
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
I don't know how used you are to crowds. You're looking. Tell me, would being character if Blue is basically looking at his floating feet right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Pepper.
It
With a
kinda
13,
like
you realize
too
there are.
much.
Yeah, with a 13, you realize there are many cages around, but all of them empty. There is a cave right behind you, and the people that are, well, supposedly yelling at you are like, yeah, they seem to be carrying like signs. Does Pepper know how to read common?
Oh yeah, no, she can read. She's
Okay,
dumb, but she's
sorry,
not
I'm
quite
sorry.
not
Okay,
illiterate.
I'm so sorry, Pepper. I just needed to ask. I didn't want to assume.
That's fair.
But yeah, most of them are in common and seem like there are basically protesting signs.
Mm-hmm.
There is a guy changed to a machine. Yep,
Yep.
wearing a pink bonnet and a guitar next to him. Um, he looks like the kind of person that does this a lot. And shout out to Midnight Snack. And yeah, with a 13, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
But you also notice there is definitely no books inside. On site.
Frown.
Okay. And here is where we are gonna take our break. Is that okay with all of you?
Yep.
Perfect.
Hey, go for it.
I'm gonna. Oh, wait, this is on recording. I cannot say what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Pause the recording quickly before we discover the secrets.
Oh no, I'm not pausing it because I don't know how to, make it a whole thing.
Oh no.
Back in a few, lads.
Okay. I'm just gonna hang out here. I don't have anything better to do.
That's fair. I literally, whilst you guys were doing your thing, I went to go get some ice cream. It's like stem ginger flavored and it's delicious.
Nice.
Debating whether to get a cup of tea. The thing here is, I'm eating ice cream, and when you tend to eat something very cold with something very hot, it can start to activate the sensitivities in your teeth. And my teeth are extra sensitive.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That is a real dilemma.
First, ice cream. Very good. On the other hand, tea. Desirable.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what to do with the situation.
It's not a choice you have to make. The choice is in my hands. I mean, the choice is literally in my hands. I'm eating the choice right now. Mm.
You need to make a choice, and you're currently choosing one of them.
I'm currently in the process of choosing. The choice will have been made by the time the tub is done. Every time you stick a spoon inside a tub of ice cream, you are choosing. When you finish that ice cream, you have chosen. So I'm just looking at all these little sketches you guys are doing. God, they're so good. I need to save them.
I'll sketch Lao soon. I'm just trying to think of a different
Don't
scenario
have
where
to
Blue
sketch
isn't
him.
like trying to beat him up. Uh,
Do not beat him up. He is a weak baby man.
I
His
think you
strength
see
score is
Blue.
-1.
Yeah, so is Blue's. Blue is the definition of a twink.
And he is. I love Blue very much. Also, I fucking love that every time Lao meets just a nice person, he activates the bastard in them. That's oh you fucking suck. I'm gonna make you. I do not like you. I
Okay,
love
but I
it.
love
It's
you
just
for giving me this chance to do this with
no
Blue. I love it.
look. Lao has this weird ability to just. Well, it's not a weird ability. It's a natural ability of his to just piss off nice people. I can't imagine what it is. I mean, I don't know. He's just really good at making nice, gentle creatures turn incredibly feral and shitty and bastardly in his direction. Look at me eating a tub of ice cream and looking up what other ice creams I can eat. I could eat this ice cream.
Oh, that cheese does not taste good. Blech.
Is this how you
Well,
I came
this is how y'all take
super
a break.
prepared.
To
I'm
be
like,
fair. To be fair.
be fair, dude took a break in the
I've got
middle of the
ice
game.
cream.
Less bad tasting cheese. This is what we like.
Yeah.
So, hello, Whis.
Hello.
Should probably welcome you back properly. Hello. These sketches are fucking delightful. So good. My brain is filled with unholy glee.
This is great. This is
Also,
good
the evil smirk on Lao's face! God! God!
I'm having fun.
He's just. Yeah, this is fucking fun. He's just a shitty little man. He's just a shitty little man. He's decided to get all big in the britches and be like, this is my farm now. This is my farm. You
Blue
can't fuck with
has
me. He's
Blue
playing
had
mob boss.
I can't wait for Carmina to come back and Pepper's like, Friend Carmina, guess what we did?
Mama Carmina's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna have the police at my door.
Oh, don't
Murder?
worry, we got rid of those. There won't be any trouble anymore.
Oh
Pepper,
god.
Pepper, where did you hit the body, Pepper?
Oh, I didn't leave any bodies. They're fine. Gosh.
I'm eating an apple because I'm very hungry.
Pat you,
That's fair.
pat you so gently, and I understand. I am slowly eating some icy cream.
Oh, cheese.
Ow?
And
What
tea.
happened? Oh. Ah, understood.
I got the most appropriate kind of tea for today, given as I'm playing Pepper. So I'm drinking peppermint.
Nice.
Pure peppermint?
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's a tea, but it is just peppermint tea.
Is that the secret for good rolls? Just get pure peppermint on you? What?
Now I want to draw Pepper
I mean-
like lounging in a patch of mint in the garden. Oh, that's cute.
Be a real peppermint tea consumer. Melt a peppermint stick and drink it.
Ooh.
That's gross.
And
Wait.
so you say peppermint tea, and I just imagine someone putting pepper in a teapot.
I'm just
It's got like a giant sprig of mint on her head.
Oh.
wish roll me
Hmm?
roll me perception.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Pepper has discovered at some point a patch of catnip in the farm.
Oh.
Shit. Damn.
Oh.
Got the good kush.
Where the hell did my pen go? Okay. I'm gonna make this one green.
That's it. In one of her patrols, she just was like 2 hours falling into it or something like that.
Oh yes. Hell yeah. So I'd like you to know that these sketches have been saved as the farm mob and Lao and the mob.
I hope you guys put them on. Oh my god! Oh my god, I love them. I love them so much.
Look, I will say, Nona, I have had thoughts about a mob AU with Lao and some of the farm people. Actually, I've been thinking about it with the brain bonkers sorte, the mob AU stuff.
Sorry, I spaced out. What the fuck did you say to me?
So, you know, like the mob.
The
I've
mafia.
been having brain
Oh,
bonkers
look,
AUs.
baby. Oh my god, yeah. This is a peaceful protest where they are also seizing machinery and shit. And Winona, if you're listening, like the guy who's chained to the machine is that guy. Is definitely that guy.
Oh, tree guy?
Tree guy.
Should be called chain guy, really.
I want to look
Well,
at what
you know-
catnip fucking looks like. What does catnip look like? What kind of plant are you?
What the fuck is catnip?
It kind of looks like, yeah, somewhere between parsley and mint. Okay, we can work with that. We can work.
Ah! Oh, that's a
Whenever-
bit of ginger.
Oh,
Whenever you're ready, guys. By the way,
oh yeah, I'm ready to roll.
Good.
doesn't have to be now. Just if you want to use. Okay. Again, and for the record, you can split the party if you want to. Do not worry about that. That was the gag.
What, sorry? Say that again?
You can, it was the gag. I was doing a gag. I'm not telling you.
No,
to not
yeah,
to
I got
do
that.
it.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got that.
Just-
I just
just-
find it fucking hilarious that Lao's gotten shut out of the farm after he was like, I'm gonna stay back and make sure it's okay. No! Go!
No, but
Fine.
like I'm just gonna tell you right now, like there has not been Lao has noticed there has not been a lock. The door is definitely open. Like the door is still open. He can go back into it.
See, on one hand, he kind of wants to. On the other hand, gosh, I don't know how much he believes in the sentience of this house.
Okay, Do you want to roll for it, or do you want me to start with Pepper and Blue first, so you have a little bit more of time to think about it?
Yeah, start with Pepper and Blue. I'm gonna roll a survival to see how long it takes him to fucking find them.
So, pam 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 pam. Hello, everybody. We are back, and oh my god, that's such a cute ass thing. Can I edit this on the? I want to edit this on the video.
Do you want me to put it in mine?
Guys, please do, please. Like, if you can put like, just put everything, just dump everything. How do I do this?
I'll tell you how to do it later if you want. Like you could put links of these Discord images in the
Oh,
description
true,
of the video.
true.
There's the editing.
Okay, so back to it.
Oh, back to it.
Back to it.
Pepper and Lao, you are in the middle of these two crowds. Notebooks on side, big as cape, in a big ass digging site. And there is the chain guy, which I love very much. High chain guy. He has a pink beret. I haven't said that. He's just such a fashion man, fashionable man. Anyways, you are in the middle of this situation, and everybody has stopped just because you two have been so disruptive that nobody knows how to act. And you have time now to decide what to do. But the crowd is slowly, returning to their senses. They are going like they are starting to murmur, looking at each other, kind of like, "Did you see that? Yeah, what the fuck?" But they are at the moment they are still calm, just on the brink of starting again.
Okay. Well, I think because Pepper noticed that there were a whole bunch of cages but no fireflies in sight, she is going to... I'm going to roll her a performance because I think that's funny. To walk over to the edge of the dig. What the hell? Okay, that's a 21. Like she, she owns the place, not bothered with what just happened at all. Just to go and have a look into what they're digging up. And see if you can see the fireflies from there.
Sorry, that 21 was for what?
For a performance to put on as like she belongs there.
Okay, just clear this for me. And belongs in the dig site?
Yeah, like she owns the place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely like... Yeah, definitely that... definitely the guys, like, some of the guys are just looking at you kind of like reluctantly trying to see what you do. And when you start acting like, yeah, no, this is my place and all of that, they are really confused. But seeing that these places have been getting security and you do not see anybody around that looks like security right now, some of them start talking between themselves and looking at you kind of like, yeah, you must be the security. They must be paying less because they are usually bigger. Maybe they got you at a discount. But yeah, nobody actually tries to go towards you and stop you. Nor Blue, because you roll very well and Blue is right next to you. The crowd, however, think kind of like the same, and you hear some woos from them. But again, nobody tries to walk towards you or stop you in any way.
I think she's just gonna capitalize on that and walk straight over and have a look in the hole in the ground.
In the hole? Are you going into the hole?
She's just gonna look first, like lean over and see what she can see. She's not going straight in there just yet.
Into the hole.
Yeah.
So when you go down the hall.
Temptation to kick that cat is
Punch
so
it.
high.
God.
There is.
Want to
Listen.
Sparta this cat into the hole. This is
No.
me. You're the character, just me.
It
Oh my
seems.
God.
It seems like the cave is an opening that was actually underground and has been, dig out in the digging. It doesn't seem something that they have done to a certain point. And just in the entrance of the cave, you still don't see anybody with lights, but just in the entrance of the cave is listen, is dark as night. But you think there might be a little bit of flickering light in the distance. You get a slight suspicion. Still, you don't see any bags around. You see the cages open and some of them broken around the entrance.
Squint. She's not going to do anything or say anything just at the minute, but she's just sort of squinting.
Actually, someone is approaching you and is one of the workers, and he's kind of like looking at you, and this is kind of like, he looks like a sheep. He's a Warner Toon. He's fluffy like a sheep and has like two big round horns. Yes, horns, whatever. He's like looking at you, kind of like, are you here for crowd control? Did they send you because if that's it, we have it under control. Like it was just, they were just very slippery, but I'm sure like the guys have already, gotten all of them back.
She's going to stop and look up at him and then, still squinting, and just go, "I here to recover stolen property, yes?"
Oh, yes, the lamps, right?
Yes. Gonna roll that deception.
Yes, the lamp. We're here to get the lamps back.
That's a 16. That's not bad.
Should probably roll deception too.
Are you
Hold
guys
on.
rolling? Are you guys rolling perception?
Deception.
Deception.
Okay, I
She's lying.
was like, yeah, 16. Oh,
Nice,
no.
Blue.
Yeah.
The guy just like, oh, thank God. Listen, this has been a nightmare. Yeah, so like, I don't even know. Like they are protesting the dig site, and we have tried to talk to them, but the negotiations have gone crazy, and then they stole the lamps. And Jesus, listen, Rodrigo and Francis just had this idea of bringing the bags, but then there was this tiny bag, and then suddenly there was bags everywhere, and they just scattered everywhere, and we have gotten most of them. I think like we are just basically working with them, but listen, it's not the same. We need the lamps. We need the torches. This is no way to work. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell upper management.
She's just gonna
We need
put a hand on her chin
torches?
and nod. Nod.
Crap. No.
Oh,
Why?
Blue.
What's the hammer space? I need to get the hammer space fumble sheet. God.
Do you just need the standard one, or does Blue have a custom?
Just the standard one.
Yep, one.
God damn it. I love rolling for stuff. Alright, I found it. Alright. Gonna open that up. Open. Here we go. Okay. Back to the farm server. I've got too many servers on my hands. Let's see. 18. Okay, it's a spyglass. Not the worst.
The guy sees you taking this, and he's like, "Oh, so you're here investigating?" Wait, that's a spyglass, right? Let me Google what the fuck a spyglass is. Yeah, no, that's not a spyglass. I thought it was like,
Magnifying glass.
yeah. Never mind. The guy just goes like, "Okay, that's nice."
I didn't mean to.
Bum bum.
He blew put the spyglass back into his hair and then pulls out a bread knife. I didn't know I had these on me.
The guy pulls out like a roll. It's not a sandwich, like a bread roll. It has like, chicken and cheese and tomato, and just grabs your knife, cuts half of it, and just gives it to you. Like, yeah, sure, here. Let me, and you now have like half of a half of a of this man's roll, because he just assumed like this floaty twig needs a little bit of meat on his bones.
Man,
Oh my
you're
god.
half a ploughman sandwich. Lucky bugger.
Let me. Okay. Third time's the charm.
That's yeah, no, that's
Insufficient.
yeah, that's another one.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna cry.
Don't know if you
Oh
want to
my
apply
God.
the only 3 tumbles in a row rule.
Now he pulls out a finger trap toy.
I thought you were
There
going to say
is-
he just pulls out a
there is-
finger.
there is one guy on the behind this ship tune that is kind of like looking at you like, "Oi, Wally, who are they?" "Oh, I think they are here to help us, right?" He's just kind of looking at you now with a little bit of doubt. Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to roll out some
He's
torches.
yeah, he's not doubting that you are here to help. He's just doubting you are capable.
Blue is starting to cry. It's like, oh my god.
Aww.
Just pull out some torches.
Blue, you get just a pat on the back as the crowd is still booing and just starting to chant slogans against the dig site. And he's just gonna kind of like give you a very fatherly pat on the back, and he's gonna like turn to Pepper like, "Sure, listen, if just come over here, the noise is less." And he's gonna kind of move you towards a few craters that are put like kind of like a table at the opening of the cave. You can now get a little bit of a better look inside,
Oh yeah.
and also like the crowd, the booths and everything, they sound a little bit further, so you can actually have a chat with him if you want to. Lao, on the meantime, while this is happening, you are slowly walking towards these people and following the. I'm gonna say that Pepper was going so fast, she actually left a clear track towards the dig site.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
but just Pepper, because Blue was floating. So
Blue is
you are
ghost. So.
yeah, you are now slowly, while this is happening, walking towards the site, but you're just not there, just right now. Just right. Yeah,
For earlier, I rolled an 11 for a survival, so he's
yeah. He's still making his way downtown. Not really walking fast.
no,
He should walk
not really
faster.
walking at all. Not really rolling fast either. He is, however, he did roll a 16 for stealth, because unlike Pepper charging off, he's gonna approach whatever the hell is ahead with some measure of caution. So,
Lao has the brain
he
cell.
watched how Pepper went, and he's just like, they probably started some shit, and I need to know what the fuck I'm walking into before I act. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, he's just going.
He's just going.
I'm so sorry, my dog is snoring.
It's fine.
Oh
The dog
But
is snoring, that's gonna be on the recording.
well.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it,
Okay.
please.
There's a bunch of dogs barking currently for me, so like, oh God. Oh no. There goes mine.
All right. You, Blue and Pepper, you are now kind of like in this guy. The guy is surrounded by, what it seems to be scrolls and rolls of paper with notes on them, and he's just looking expectantly at you. Again, you can have a better look at the cave, and you can talk to him.
Like, that's still not high enough. But I'm still trying to roll Emma's
What?
dice.
Okay.
Dude,
Alright. This one is not a fumble. Yes, right.
oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Go ahead.
Anyways, it's not a fumble. And while you're in the cave, Blue manages to pull out all 10 torches that he has in his hammer space. Just drops them to the ground. Like, finally.
And the guy looks at them and he's like, "Oh, excellent, excellent. Listen. I don't think these are up to regulation, but yeah, sure. Better than those bugs. They freak me out. Have you seen their eyes? But yeah. I will just. I will guess we will have to make do with this. Sure. Yeah. I will just call the lads and just give them a round until we get some replacements. But thank you. Yep. So,
Where are
if you could.
dragonflies? Where are fuzzy fire critters? Here somewhere, yes?
Oh, those things. Yeah. The lads have them inside. The moment we were working with them, we be honest, it was a mess. They just went all around. Like, don't know how they managed to chew through metal. I don't know. But anyways, we just put them back. So yeah, they should be. And he points to the cave, and you can see now that the faint glow you saw. Definitely, there are a few dots as you walk, as you look at the cave. Some of them are obstructed because this is a cave, so there are rocks. But definitely, they are little dots moving around.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll another
guess-
deception real quick.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 10. She's trying really hard to not let the guy know how proud she is of those dragonflies for biting through the cages.
The guy kind of like looks at you, and squints, and say, "Well, I guess now you will take care of the crowd, right? We cannot really work if they are here. Safety protocols."
We'll need to fill in gaps, yes? Why so many angry at you?
Listen, I don't know. We have tried everything. Like, it's really the higher ups, the ones that are doing this. We have tried to talk with them. We have tried to pay them. We have tried to buy the land. It's impossible. We have tried to negotiate for what I have here. It's impossible. They just don't want this happening. But they really cannot stop us because right now they are trespassing. Because listen, we are here with a contract. This is all legal. So we don't really know why are they so angry. They just don't want us here. But like they really don't have any grounds to stop us. So since the authorities want to stop us, they have taken to just fuck us over. Sorry for my language, ma'am.
Pippa is now
You
quiet
sure?
and ponderous.
Are you sure that they just don't? I'm pretty sure they just want. They probably want to like save the forest or something.
Yeah. Listen, I know that, but like they we are just working on this. Like they just pay us to develop a spa, and they just want us to dig in here. And listen, I only have like I don't have the whole picture. Like my crew and I just were hired for this spot to dig in here. I don't really know. It's like an absolute mess. I have never worked in a team that has such problems communicating. I have never even talked to the boss or any of the architects or anything. They just want us digging here. Listen, that's great, honestly. But this land has been bought. They have paid for this. Saving the forest, what does that mean? That's not how it works, kid.
Then how does it work?
Eh? This guy is
How
kind of like, look, sorry, go ahead.
how does it work? Just
Well, someone has a project, they hire us, they pay us. But listen, this is my job, kid. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad for a job I have been to do. I'm not a mercenary. I'm not a bandit. I'm just digging holes. I'm pouring cement where they want me to pour cement. And sometimes I also do roofs if anybody needs, like.
mm,
I'm not sure Pepper knows at all what he's talking about.
Probably
She's like,
not.
oh, the bugs are in the mine. Okay, well, that's where I want to go then.
The guy is just, as he's having this conversation with Blue, he's starting to look at just like, so say now, who sent you? I think I didn't ask. Who sent you? I think I didn't ask before.
Oh, roll another deception. How well can you lie? Well, apparently not too bad.
Damn.
Now, what is she gonna say? I think she's gonna say. Yeah, I think she probably would know that word. We sent from corporate. Yes, big city team.
And you see instantly when you say corporate, you see instantly this guy that has quite fluffy and white wool. Just go full white. He's a shit right now. He has lost all color. He's like, city? The city, central, main, HR, high, the lads back at the city.
Oh yes, very very important to come from high up. Yes.
Sure. And he's starting to roll papers around, and he's kind of like trying to tidy up. Like, yeah, sir, sure. Just anything you need, just tell me. Just And you also see like a few of the guys that were kind of like trying to eavesdrop around you, kind of go like straighten up and look at you, and it's like they are starting to walk away, like they don't want to listen to whatever is happening here. They don't want any. They don't even want just looking at their faces.
Pepper, I'm so proud of you. You're lying.
Blue's gonna roll insight on that. It's a 14. Does that make it? What do you say?
Inside, this guy
Yeah.
is absolutely is the same as the guy before. They are absolutely scared from whomever that said it comes from corporation. From what he has said before, you get the feeling like this is kind of like an independent team that has been hired from the main corporation, and there is not really a good communication between teams. But this guy is specific. But everybody is like really, really scared of corporate, whatever. You say the word city, and they are shitting themselves.
Why are you guys so scared of corporation?
We are. Yeah, no, it's really nice to have you guys here. Please, tea. Do you want tea? I have a pot of coffee also somewhere.
Blue gets an idea. Hold
Yep.
on. Okay. Blue like looks at the guy at the sheep guy and is like, corporation was wondering what safety measures you're taking to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Measures?
Yes.
Well, we do stick to the protocol given from the main office. We do not deviate in any way. Not
May
at
I
all.
see this protocol?
Well, I mean, yes. Is this an audit? Is this an audit?
Hold on. I might have to look that up because I'm
Audit, yeah. It's
yeah.
random inspection
Hold on.
type thing.
You could say that. It's not so much random.
Uh, um, well, we weren't expecting you something. Uh, well, it's true that we have had a few delays because of the current situation, but I will just go for my folders and be right back, okay? And this guy turns around and he starts to go to what it seems a few picture tents with, you see more tables and documents and everything. He's going back to get you like documentation and maps and everything that he needs to do the inspection thingy. You guys are left alone. You can wait for him to come back, or you can walk away.
Oh dear. I think the first thing Pepper's going to do is just put her hands on her hips and go, lying is easy.
Oh my god, Pepper. And meanwhile, while this is happening, Lao, you manage to arrive to the dig site. You do not see Pepper, and you don't see Blue right away because you have deviated a little bit, and you are actually coming very stealthily from the side of the protesters.
Okay. I'm gonna roll perception. Because, again, he's not gonna fucking. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He ain't gonna step into this shit without some kind of warning of what the heck is happening. Oh, it's not too bad. What's your perception again? I don't remember your stats, my dude. They are wiggly. There you go. Well, bad. Perception.
Okay. 19.
Mhm.
As you arrive, you instantly recognize. Wait, Lao has interacted with the neighbors. He has interacted at least with one, right?
I would say so, yes.
Lawrence, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Lao recognized Lawrence on the back, arms crossed, crumpled, crumpled paper as always, looking really angry. And the rest of the crowd around him is much more animated, yelling and yelling and singing these songs against the digging site. You also see a red dot and a blue dot at the cave that has been unhearded.
Ah, okay. Can Lau tell what songs they're singing? Like, the subject matter at least?
Uh, well, it doesn't say anything, like these are general songs of protest. Lao might peg them a little bit like, kind of like hippie. Uh, but a lot of them are also like, they are basically songs of, the main core of them are like, you won't kick us out. You won't defeat us.
Mm,
We are
okay.
we are not going anywhere.
Al is going to take note of that and maybe take note of some of the signs they've got holding up, depending on what those sort of slogans are. And he's gonna try and make his way to where he sees those two blue and red dots are, because they certainly stick out in this landscape, and he knows what some. I imagine the red dot is very, very small, and the blue dot is probably quite a bit bigger.
And as you walk by, and I'm not gonna say how what the basic perception of him is, because you will with a 19. First of all, to go towards where these two dots are, you need to cross all across the dig site. Because you're right in the middle of the crowd. I'm gonna ask you to roll a stealth if you don't want to be detected.
Oh, I'm in the middle of the crowd. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, before he does.
And as you walk, before you roll, you suddenly notice two pair of eyes looking straight at you. They seem to be the only person that have noticed in this crowd that you are here.
Oh, there's someone in the crowd that notices him.
Yeah, it's Lawrence.
Now he's going to stare back, knowing that this is Lawrence. He's gonna very slowly lift a finger up in front of his beak. It's like the typical kind of hush sort of thing. And then he's gonna very quickly grasp his arm, a quick squeeze, and cast guidance on himself, so I can add a d4 to this stealth if I need to.
Okay.
Oh well, that's a decent stealth. It's a 15, but I might use that. I'm gonna use that use that d4 as well. So I'm gonna roll d4 first, see if that comes out with something. Of course, thank you. Anytime I've used this, it's always been a nat 1. 4. So all in all, that's a 16.
Okay. I'm gonna say that since you start walking away, you have looked at Lawrence and you have made a clear signal that you're trying to not to be seen, and you are not being seen. But even with a 16, there is half of a part that is absolutely bare, and you
Mm-hmm.
do not look like someone who should be in here, Lau.
Okay.
But suddenly you notice, and everybody noticed because this is really, really, really obvious.
Hmm?
Lawrence has grabbed one of the megaphones and has climbed in one of the machines that the guy is chained to.
Hmm?
Has and is starting to yell at the guys like absolutely trash. He has thrown a shoe at one of them. He's like
Mm.
actually getting the crowd more riled up,
Mm.
and nobody's looking at you, and you can safely walk towards join Blue and Pepper. And actually, a lot of the people around Blue and Pepper, a lot of the workers, start looking at each other and see this crowd getting more, you know, getting more angry and angry and angry. It even looks like in a cartoon. It
Mm.
looks like it's kind of like a mass of heads that is growing and growing. So
Ah.
a lot of the workers actually try to walk towards there to try to calm Lawrence and get him down of the machine and try to keep the situation in control. There is less people around Blue, Pepper, and you now.
Okay. Okay. Well, as Lau makes his way over towards Blue and Pepper, the first thing he's going to ask is, are either of you injured?
No, totally fine.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at both of you and just nod and say, when we get back, if either of you have lied to me, and I do need to heal you, I'm not going to be gentle. And he's probably just gonna look around where they are at and just. So, do you know where the fireflies have gone?
Pepper's
Any
just
sign
gonna
of them?
point towards the little dots of light in the distance. Flying beasties in there. Yes? Not cooperate with dig people. He's very good. Very proud.
I'll just gives a nod and kind of a shrug. And looks towards the both of you and say, have either of you tried to retrieve them? Or
Not yet.
not yet, right. Kind of stops and thinks. Do either of you have any suggestions? Because I have not an idea as to how to get them out exactly, but I do have. I have a certain. Let's just say I think it would be best if you two took them and left, and I can sort this out afterwards. And he kind of jerks his head back towards where the crowd's getting even rowdier.
Pepper's just gonna nod. Is good plan. We free beasties and take them back to friend Carmina's farm. Yes? Everything back to normal.
I don't think everything will be back to normal.
Everything back to normal. Yes. Onward.
I was just gonna.
You go
Don't
ahead,
shout!
Pepper. Where I wanted to actually see these so-called protocols that they claim to have.
How squints Blue. What do you mean protocol?
Oh, you see. And Blue explains what Pepper and you were doing this whole time. So we're we're waiting on this guy to hopefully come back with something, just to see if maybe there's anything that would help explain the situation more.
Right. I was gonna think. He's gonna nod slowly. And I'm just gonna roll something. You can roll insight if you like.
Mm.
Oh boy. I mean, God.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What's your what?
Wait, which one?
You got the 22. I
Okay,
got
the top
14.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. You both get this. You see him nod, and you see the corner of his beak starts to twitch up slowly, and you think he's getting an idea. You don't know if this is a good idea. But he is looking at both of you and saying, "Oh, I could potentially. That's if you do need know what you want to do, but our priority is to get the fireflies back to the farm. So, I suppose if you really do want to hang around and wait for this person, this individual to come back, that's up to you. However, my priority is the fireflies. To get them back, because they are Carminas. Whatever happens here, and he gestures at the two angry mobs outside, is something we'll deal with later. Right now, we need to deal with what belongs to Carmina.
Beasties do not like being in cages. Flying beasties much prefer being on Friend Carminia's farm. So, I agree. I agree with Angry Wheelbird. We must get beasties, yes.
Al kind of nods absentmindedly, says, "No, not many things enjoy being in cages, I find." Sorry, I interrupted you there, Plague. What were you going to say, dude?
Blue was just agreeing. He's just saying,
Okay.
yeah.
He's going to look between you both and say, "Well, hey, are you both going to wait here until that person gets back then?"
Not very good at waiting. Much prefer doing. Yes?
I'll stay
Right then.
behind and wait.
Al nods and says, "You, I will remain behind with you. But if you want to try and guide the fireflies back, or I don't know if they know their way back, but just in case they do get lost or need corralling, do you think you'd be alright to take them back?"
Pepper doesn't have a mouth unless she needs one, but you can just sort of see this grin expression. She just sort of cracks her knuckles and is like, right, can do. And she's going to make an about face, and unless you're going to say something to her or stop her, she's going to head off.
He is. He's gonna just say, "Pepper!" In like a whisper shout. "Pepper, try to be quiet about this, because I really don't think we want those lot noticing. If you can, be stealthy. Be quick. I know you're good at one of those things."
She's not good at the other. That's a stealth. She's like so obviously trying to do like that really stereotypical like tiptoe sort of sneak, but she's wearing half plate, so she goes krunk krunk krunk. She is the loudest cat you've ever seen.
That's gracious. Al's just gonna gently muster to himself, "I should have given her guidance. I should have given her guidance. Why didn't I give her guidance?"
I will say, Pepper, it's okay because there is a big ruckus, so you can actually, I will say, like, you can actually roll with advantage. But even with a 7, nobody's gonna stop you. They are gonna notice you. But, baby, yeah. Listen, you definitely get noticed, but actually nobody. You get noticed, and they look at you, and they look at Lao, and they look at Blue, but these guys are not gonna stop you.
She's humming
Like,
the spy
they-
versus spy theme, is she?
there is this kind of like ferret fella that just kind of looks at you like, what? But he's like, they don't pay me enough to deal with this shit. But he definitely sees you doing this. Like, yeah, like you are being seen. Nobody's stopping you, but you are being seen.
Oh boy.
Oh, wonderful.
So I take Blue and Lao are waiting for the guy, for the
Yeah.
shield guy. Yeah,
Lao?
Lao. Yeah,
I was gonna say Lao's actually gonna look towards Blue, and then he's gonna. So, are these fireflies in a cave then? You said.
they are definitely in the cave. Like they
Lao's
are.
gonna, Lao's gonna look back at Blue and say, "Now I don't know exactly what Pepper's going to do to get the fireflies out. I'm going to head a bit deeper in there." And jerks a finger over his shoulder, and I will attempt to hide out of sight and hopefully do a better job than Pepper did. But should you need assistance, I'll be in there because they don't know I'm here, and I don't think it would be wise if suddenly a new associate of yours showed up.
Mm.
Unless you have a better idea.
No, not really.
Give you a quick nod and say, right then, I'm going to head deeper in. And should you need something, I suppose. Stops the thing and just. Ooh. Make a hand signal of some sort behind your back, I suppose. You can. Or. I don't know, just let me know somehow. And he's just gonna turn to head towards deeper inside the cave. He's gotta try and find a dark spot where the fireflies are not, so he can try and hide.
Are you trying to be stealthy about how you enter the cave?
No. All he knows is that the
Like-
fireflies are in here. He's trying to be stealthy to hide in the cave, but actually to actually hide from the fireflies or anything,
Yeah.
he's not. If that makes
Um,
sense.
As you go in, the same ferret guy that noticed Pepper notices you and just looks at you and goes, sir, don't think this is wheelchair accessible?
Al
Sir?
looks over at this person, just looks around and says, "Oh no, don't worry, I've got something for that." And then he holds his right hand over the right side of his armchair, palm down in a fist, and then he slowly lifts that fist up and uncurls his fingers. And as he does that, the spokes of his wheelchair start to rattle and creak and splinter and kind of grow and extend, and wood turns from wood to. It's like the wood kind of flakes off and shakes off, and out from inside of the wood grow pale green vines, lash onto the floor, and kind of look like a mix between like a spider and an octopus. Kind of the legs overflow from each other. Now is now 4 foot off the ground, and he has spider climb cast on him, or at least on his wheelchair, because he has that attachment on his chair. And then he looks over at this guy and says, "Thank you for your concern, but I'm sure I'll be fine." And he just moves on further down.
They don't pay me enough for this shit. And he takes the hard hat, just throws it away, and he just walks away.
There's the guy walks away, he's just gonna hear as this guy
Fuck.
gets into the cave.
Yeah. And you guys are inside the cave. Now, Blue,
Yeah.
you see the sheep lad coming back to you. And he's carrying so many binders and files and papers and documents. You only see his tiny hoops. And he just boomed everything in front of you on the table and starts walking, grabbing things and all of that, and gets a hard hat on his head, and he takes two, one for you and one for, and stops and looks around. Where is the lady that was with you before? And he looks like sweating bullets right now.
Well, she went off to go look at the fireflies. She very much likes fireflies.
Oh, so she's inside already. That's fine,
Is there
certainly.
a problem with that?
No. That's fine. We don't have anything to hide. Not at all. And he just kind of just a second takes a step back. You can roll perception for this one, but he kind of like takes out a walkie-talkie and says something on it.
Oh boy. Boy. Boy.
Yeah, you don't hear what he says. It's just like kind of like an noise, and the noise that comes out is like just absolutely static. But he nods and he says, "Okay, everything ready. Just please, sir, put on the hard hat and watch your step. It's a very irregular." And he looks at your feet. Well, just just put on the hard hat. And he guides you towards the entrance, and he just looks at the right where the third guy was before, and he just says, "We usually have someone here. They it's break. It's their break. It's their break. But uh, Harry is usually staying here, and to count and just let's keep moving." And he just keeps walking in front of you, lighting the path with one of the torches you have brought before. And as you walk, he starts explaining the work they have done. And, well, this has been a little bit of a blessing and a curse at the same time. We weren't accounting on the first exploration of the area, that we weren't accounting for like the really rich and complex system of caves that is under this forest. But well, it has helped us in certain areas. Certainly, the job has been quicker, but the problem, some of the delays, is, as you can see, is because the foundation wouldn't be stable enough, and since this area is kind of a hollow. The engineering required for it is a little bit more complex. There is a lot of pits and a lot of water deposits, which would be great for the spa, I'm sure, if you get a team down here to analyze the waters. But, well, as you can see, we take each measure we can to ensure the safety of our workers and the effectiveness of our everything.
If it's the safety of their workers that you're concerned about, why did you look so worried when I said that Pepper went into a cave?
Anxiety disorder, sir. Sorry, what? Repeat that. My brain thought I understood the question before I really understood it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Blue said, then how come you look so, if you're so concerned about the safety of your workers, why did you look so worried when Pepper went into that cave? Shouldn't the cave be safe?
Oh, Rosetta just have anxiety disorder, and this is how I walk and talk always. But I promise you, um no, she didn't have a hard hat. That's why I was worried, not because we are hiding anything.
You do realize when you keep saying that, it makes it seem like you're hiding something, right?
No, I. Mm. Well, if we keep walking here, and he keeps walking, and you are behind Pepper and Lao, and definitely you are walking slower. So he's actually stopping to point different things they have around. And right now, Blue, roll me a Constitution check.
Oh God. Okay. Boy.
No, this is just a little joke. Don't worry. I'm gonna be mean.
Hmm. Mm.
Listen, Blue, baby,
Mm.
you are
Yeah.
you are falling asleep. This guy is droning about safety protocols. He knows his shit, or at least seems like so. But he's starting to he has started to talk to you about every single. I swear to God, every single screw and type they use around here. Like definitely, this guy is worth his salt. It's so fucking boring. You are falling asleep mid-air.
Mhm.
And on that note, sorry, if you have to say something, say it now.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Okay. And on that note, we cut back to Lao and Pepper.
Well, Pepper is just trying to find the fireflies. She's not paying attention to anything else, really. It's like, are there fireflies in this room? No. Moving on. She's
Yeah,
trying to be stealthy, but, like, she's not.
uh, actually, again, as you walk down, like nobody tries to stop you, but everybody's just kind of like looking at you, like what the fuck is this lady going on? Like a few people might call behind you, but they just let you know because you're already in here. Like what the fuck? But as you just see the dots of light getting growing closer and closer, they are just right down this cave tunnel. Um, but as you get closer and closer, you also see like there is two workers with hard hats just kind of like yelling at a third one like, no man, just let it go, let it go. And he's like, but just started running. They are just stopped right in front of what looks like a, it's not a door frame, but it looks like a very old carved flat rock that is starkly different from the rest of the cave. And he's just right in the middle, and these three are surrounded by cages with fireflies on them.
Let me roll a with save.
And just as a note, there is 18 fireflies. Sorry, 1 second. I need to double check my own lore.
Two.
There is 19 fireflies in here.
Her firefly is in here too, huh?
There is one back at the farm.
There's
There is
one
19 in here. There is 19 in here. There is 21 fireflies in total.
One missing. Okay, great. Oh boy, she angry. She did not roll well on that whiz save. She's upset. Hammer space.
It's that Lao have told her, be quiet, be subtle, don't make noise, are gone.
Yeah. Had she got higher than a 10 on that whiz save, she probably would have been angry but remembered, but now she's just angry.
Now got anger.
Let me see. What are you gonna do, my dear? What are you gonna do? I think she's gonna try for an intimidation. And she's just gonna yell at them and try and make them scare them away from the fireflies so she can get them out of the cages. What's your intimidation? +2. Okay. 14. That's not too bad. So she's got her war picks out, one in each hand, and she's just going to go, "You will release beasties!"
And two of them turn at you and... Oh. 1 second. Okay, so Blue, move aside. There is a new ghost in town.
Well,
Yeah. Listen, Pepper, with a 14, your sudden apparition from out of the shadows, but not really, because they were kind of like hearing someone come, but then they see you and they see two war pigs, and two of them look at you like, what? And the third one also like, it takes a time, like they are like, oh shit, she's armed and pissed off. Okay, they are just like, okay, goodbye, I guess. They just and you see there is kind of like another way that goes parallel for you, and they kind of try to put rocks and stalactites and stalagmites between you and them and say, okay, fine, good, but does anybody know this cat? And they just kind of like walk away, like trying to get someone else to, what the fuck is going on down here today? Lao, nobody sees you. The third guy actually like looks at you and just, who are you?
Oh man. Oh god, I have an idea and it's an awful one.
Go for it. Those are the best ideas.
So how far away is Pepper from Lao? Because Lao at the moment is unseen. Gosh. How far away would you say Pepper is from Lao right now? Just be asking Big Boss DM. Ooh. So that one. Oh. Okay.
Pepper's
Sorte.
only in the doorway of this room, so she's not gone in too far yet.
Okay. Sorte.
Yeah.
Apart from the fireflies, are there any lights in this room?
Nope.
None. Right, okay. Give me a second, I'm trying to figure something out. That wouldn't work because they're living creatures. Okay, but I do have a fun cantrip called Thaumaturgy. So, I was looking at Pepper, who I believe is visibly upset, and I'm gonna roll an insight quickly to see whether he thinks she's gonna stick to what he bloody told her. Gosh damn it. It's a 12. Tell she's all bristled up and angry, and he also probably heard her from earlier, so...
Oh yeah, she wasn't quiet. She forgot that part.
Oh god, fucking damn it, of course she wasn't quiet. Yeah, okay, he's like, okay, she's gonna do this, then I might as well fucking... If she's gonna do that, I might as well do something else and at least do something. So he's gonna cast Thaumaturgy, and the thing he's going to do is, he's going to cast Thaumaturgy, and you can do it, like, within a range of 30 feet. So, the next time you... You gonna say?
You're on around, yeah, there is 30 feet, definitely. Like, yes, you're in range. That's what I'm trying to say.
Excellent. So, what happens is, Pepper the next time you speak, your voice is going to be 3 times as loud.
Nice.
And the room that you're looking into, harmless tremors are going to start rumbling in there for a good minute. Let me see. And let's see. And from inside of that room, from the tremors, you're going to hear some angry, almost whispery noises. Slightly like buzzing, slightly like earth cracking, and slightly like groaning. Pepper, yeah, next time you speak, you're gonna be 3 times as loud.
Nice.
Whilst this room is trembling. And,
How loud is usually Pepper? How loud would be normally Pepper? Like, will she be yelling right now?
Like, yeah, she does have a higher than average kind of volume when she's just normally talking. But she is in the process of yelling at these workers who have the fireflies in cages and stuff.
Okay.
So she's definitely not trying to keep a lid on it. She's too angry.
We are gonna put a pin on this and briefly cut back to Blue, that is drowning in the middle of listening to this guy going like, and yes, we also have to be very careful with certain areas because this could happen like in a mountain. Sometimes the vibration even of our own voices might cause displacement of rocks. Yeah, that's a structural danger. In fact, there is an area we have seen that is, we have discovered certain ruins down here. We do not cross the threshold because we have identified that as a very high risk. And suddenly there is this giant noise, and we cut back to Pepper. Pepper, what are you yelling at these guys?
Oh, it's my brain is not giving me actual words, but it's just stuff along the lines of, how dare you take these beasties? How dare you put them in cages? I am going to take them back to friend Carmina's farm, and how dare you? Kind of thing.
And at the moment, Pepper says, "How dare you?" 3 times louder. You hear a real trembling, and a rock falls on your forehead. And this guy is absolutely fucking scared right now. Like, this guy is pissing his pants, but then he suddenly looks up and just starts running away. And everything starts trembling. And you hear behind you the noise of rocks falling, and absolute a riot. Like, just a cacophony of voices yelling and moving and yeah. Suddenly, the tiny dot of light that was the opening of the cave disappears, in accompanied by a rumbling noise. And the only lights inside this cave right now are the fireflies.
this was not my intention. This was not my intention.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at thaumaturgy. The tremors are
job.
supposed to be harmless. The is it?
And then
But-
Pepper came along.
But did you raise Pepper's volume?
Oh, shit.
It was
yeah.
not the tremors.
Oh, fuck.
You're just like, oh.
Hell's down. So, of course,
Anyways,
with her
the word,
voice
the word, the
low.
word, the word what I was looking for, so everybody understands me.
Yeah.
The cave has collapsed.
Yay!
You are stuck inside. Hi. Welcome to D&D.
Okay. Lao has to do something. Lao has to do something. Oh. He's not been quiet about this, so Pepper, you do hear like a sort of a rustling sound and then a something metal. And Lao is going to cast a spell. Basically, Lao has pulled out a hooded lantern and he's going to cast Continual Flame and pop it inside of that lantern and swing it shut. So just try and get the description for the hooded lantern so everyone knows what's going on. Because I've used Continual Flame, I was going to ask you, Sorte, if thing in this with the fuel could just be kind of waved away. Because it's not using fuel, it doesn't need fuel. I can send you the
Wait,
spell.
let me see.
So that's for the lantern, and I can send you the thing for the flame in just a moment.
Yeah, send me the thing for the flame. Yep. Yep. You got an extra source of light.
Excellent. So it sheds 30 feet of bright light and then another 30 foot of dim light. So basically 60 foot of light. And you see that coming from the ceiling, Pepper.
Okay. She's going to look up. Maybe there's a beastie up there.
You look up. You can't tell if it's a beastie. But there's something with 8 more legs up there. Hanging from the ceiling, looking down at you, and there's a light coming from it. I want to say it looks kind of like an anglerfish if it were half spider.
There's,
Because you just see like something holding this light out, and you can't quite know it's like large light, but for the sake of all the funny, I feel like mistaking Lao for something that is definitely a strange shape. Unless I suppose you could roll perception to see if you mistake Lao for something.
I mean, I could do that. But I'm pretty sure that there's only one thing on the farm that has more than 6 legs. Would you agree with that, Sorte?
Okay. Are we saying 6 legs or 8 legs?
Well, because the fireflies, I think, have 6 legs. And most of the other bug beasties would have about 6 legs, yeah?
That's correct. There is only one thing in the farm that has sometimes 8 legs, sometimes more.
Yep. So, she's not going to immediately recognize that the thing on the ceiling with 8 legs is Lao doing stuff. She's just going to sort of blink and then tilt her hanger and then do that, you know, that put the hand over the eyes and squint to see if that makes it look is easier to see. It's like, Friend Carmina, are you up there?
Let me just roll a dex save quick. Okay, cool. That's fine. He doesn't drop, but you see the lantern kind of swing a little bit, and you hear like a as it kind of like seems to drop a little bit before this thing reaches down and catches it, or it can drop, and you hear just a no, I'm not Carmina. Why do you think I'm Carmina? I don't have you. Why would you think I'm Carmina?
Friend Carmina have sometimes many legs. I can see many legs, not so much wheels. Is that angry wheelbird up there? Okay. Alright. I got distracted.
Sorry, no. Go back to the many legs part. And as Al says this, he's just gonna scuttle down the ceiling from the wall and just like, what do you mean many legs? Please explain the many legs part. I feel that's very prevalent. I've never seen Carmina with many legs.
Oh, really? Friend Carmina, very tricky. Turn into a beastie with lots of legs.
Now just kind of blinks. And just don't know if he remembers that she's a druid or not. I don't know if he knows she's a druid. Someone would know.
She has cursed him in Druidic. But apart from that, Lao has no more. She has talked about tradition and plants, and stuff. If she has mentioned it, you don't need to remember.
Okay.
You two probably were drunk.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably very fair. He's just fucking confused. He's like, I don't know. He's just. You can roll an insight if you want, Pepper.
Yep, sure. Nah. That's 5.
5. You get nothing. The light is. I guess your eyes are still adjusting because sudden light. It's kind of hard to see. Especially because he's now coming down next to you, and that's some bright light right near you. But for people listening, Lao is having a little internal crisis as to whether Carmina is a were-spider or were-bug of some sort. And she never told him, and he is just. She might be. Yeah, he's having a bit of a crisis.
All right. We are gonna really quick cut to Blue. Blue, you are closer to the entrance than Lao and Pepper. So you see this happening. Some people manage to get out the moment everything is scrambling, they manage to get out. But the guy that is next to you tries to grab you. What happens when he tries to do that? Okay.
Can you repeat the
Wait.
question? I'm sorry. I was. Can you repeat?
Actually, 1 second. We are gonna leave it here with Lao
Okay.
having a crisis and Blue and we will start with Blue next game, okay? We are gonna leave it here. I'm sorry about this. We will talk
Oh,
soon
you're
about
good.
again.
That's okay.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't expecting this. I actually thought I was gonna have this like on the back in terms of timing, but third time will be the charm. So
Always expect your players to RP too hard and take things in a direction you
I
don't
love it.
expect.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
it.
that.
I love it. Don't
Mm.
worry, I'm loving this. Guys, thank you very much for playing. See you next time. And for everybody listening, thank you very much for taking the time to listen. I love you, soul. I give you a kiss on the forehead. For those listening in the future, I'm crying. Thank you very much too. And for those listening to the past, buddy, I grabbed you by the throat. Stop messing with the timelines. You're altering the future.
Oh,
Anyways, everybody, goodbye and good night. Bye bye.
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 Bye.